Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mr. Wickins Reads The Outlaw Varjak Paw by S.F. Said, illustrated by Dave McKeen, with kind permission. We're on chapter 13. Today is the day of the special surprise. Now, you will see there is a link underneath this video to the special surprise. Make sure you've got about half an hour spare. It will be premiering. It will be going live at about 7 o'clock. I'll set it for 7 o'clock. So please do watch the secret special surprise. I'm so excited. Right. Chapter 13. Varjak's fallen asleep. Varjak dreamed. It was sunrise in Mesopotamia. He breathed in the wild mint air. Everything seemed brighter and clearer than normal. The sky so clear and blue, he saw stars shining through the sunlight. He was climbing the mountain with Jalal. They were on a path, rising higher and higher. He couldn't see the summit from here. There was still a long way to go. The path narrowed, and Varjak found himself at the foot of a high, overhanging cliff. Through the middle of the cliff there was a crack just wide enough for a cat, but it was blocked by a stone. I'll just move this stone. Oh, no. I'll just move this stone, Jalal, he said, and then we can go on. Indeed, said Jalal. And can you see the stone you propose to move? Of course, it's right in front of me. If you can see that stone, said Jalal in a slow, patient tone, then you can see everything it is, everything it was, and everything it will be. Varjak frowned. The stone was in their way, and all Jalal could do was talk in riddles in that irritating tone of voice. Yes, I know how to see, Jalal, he said. He reached out a paw and pushed the stone. It didn't budge. So he tried pulling instead. This time the stone came away and rolled down the mountain behind him. There was a soft, shifting sound. A pebble rolled out of the gap that Varjak had made. The stone must have been the one thing holding it back. He stood aside and watched it as it rolled down the mountain. More pebbles came out of the gap. Then stones started to come, and bigger stones. It seemed like the gap was getting wider, and the stones kept coming, speeding up as they came. More and more stone was rolling out now, and snow was coming with it. The shifting noise was changing too. It was turning into a rumble, a deep, earthly rumble, and then a cracking, crunching noise came out of the cliff face. Stand aside, shouted Jalal. They moved away just in time, for with a great sighing, groaning sound, the whole cliff came tumbling down. The air was full of dust and snow and debris where the cliff had been. There was now a torrent of rock and snow rolling fast and hard. Varjak looked up and saw the side of the mountain above him shifting, saw massive drifts of snow shake and slide. He felt the earth beneath his paws shudder, and his heart was in his mouth because he'd never dreamed of anything like this before. What's happening, Jalal? He cried. You have started an avalanche, said Jalal very calmly. Varjak watched, open-mouthed, as the torrent of snow grew, gathered, rock and snow growing bigger, faster, and further down the mountainside. He could see flocks of birds flapping, animals running for cover, the world turning head over heels as the mighty mountain crumbled. Sheets of ice came sliding down, blocks as big as buildings scything through the snow. And Varjak thought of that first stone, that one little stone he'd pulled away, and shook his head in fear and wonder. Slowly the avalanche settled. The rolling and the rumbling came to rest. The rock and snow found new formations. The shaking stopped. And beneath the clear, blue, starry sky, the mountain grew calm and still once more. Now, if you had truly seen that stone, said Jalal, then you would have seen all this too. No action, however small, is without consequence. But come now, For better or worse, you have opened a way forward. What? That is incredible. And that is the end of chapter 13. Does it mean that Varjak started a kind of avalanche? Oh, we'll have to wait and see. So join me for chapter 14 tomorrow night at 6:30. But right now, go get yourself, I don't know, a snack and a drink and wait for 7 o'clock ready for the big surprise. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Night night.